Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today we are going to take a look at a certain run I like to do on reserve. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video because I'm going to show you the entire run with all the keys you need, and definitely going to take my time explaining why I go to certain places in the map. Honestly, these are the keys you need, except for these two. I didn't use these at the start of when I started doing this. So a little bit of a backstory. Last weekend I was down to like 14k rubles because of some task things I had to do, turn in 50,000 euros, and then afterwards I think I died like 7 or 8 raids in a row to some really weird stuff with slicks and full loadout. So lost about 6.5 million, and I had to make some money back, and people came back after a couple of hours in my stream and I was back up to 7 million, and they were like, hey, how did you do that? And so they asked for me to make a guide on this video. So if you're interested in the stream, link is down below in the description. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sundays when I have time to do so. And other than that, I like making these videos about 5 times a week for you guys. So if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, I would definitely appreciate that. So this is going to be a very structured video. First thing we're going to do is take a look at all the keys I took. I am going to include these two because I bought them later on. All these other keys are less expensive than 2 million. When I bought them, I think I spent about 1.4. Maybe the price is going to go up a little bit because more people are coming into the end game right now, and that most of the time means that all the keys for reserve get a little bit more expensive. So for the keys, I'm just going to leave this in the screen while I talk over it, so that if you guys want to, you can just go ahead and pause the video and buy all these keys. Later on in the video, when we get to the door where we're actually opening the door to show you guys what's inside, I'm going to pop up this corresponding key into the screen for you guys, so you guys know which key opens which little room. And also, before we start the run, I am going to put up a couple of pictures for you guys in the screen, so that you guys have a full overview of which key opens which area on the map, plus some keys we don't use will be on there as well. The reason I use these keys is because it fits very well with the run I like to do. Some of these have weapons, and the way I like to do this run is by going in naked. I know it is frowned upon, but that is what we're going to be doing as well for this guide. We're going in naked and we're going to see what can we actually get here in this run. So without further ado, let's just jump right into reserve and show you guys how I made the money I did. Alright, so we started here in this corner of reserve at the marked room. For those of you who don't know, in this building to the right, we have 2 keys with us. The first one is called the RBVO, which is the key to this marked room. This is definitely one you want to take with you at all times because the marked room is just so darn good. As you can see, 2 weapons here already. You won't have very much ammo, but you do have a grenade here. Some good stuff, to be honest with you. And if I was doing a run like this and I spawned here, I already have an M1A with not too much ammo, but I mean, it's something, and a nearly full 20 rounder of MP7A2. So that's already enough to smack a Chad in the face. In here, you have the RBAO key. In here, you can find AKs, as you can see. Right here, you have a couple of AKs. In this instance, I would probably drop the MP7. I know. I drop it in the corner and just maybe come and pick it up later on. As you can see, loads of attachments here. You can sell for quite a good bang, quite a good buck. And here we go. Already we have an M1A with the sight, and we are pretty much chilling. In here, you have a sugar or whatever. Loads of stuff, collectibles can spawn on the table. You have a duffel bag as well, which I normally don't really take a look at too much, that room. But from here, and this is basically the dead side of the map. What you want to do is get to the other side of the map. And we are going to do that by running straight this way. Keep a little bit to the edge of the map. In this train station, you have a couple of chances for a paracord or whatever, but I never really go for that kind of stuff on these runs because of the new addition to the map. It's so easy to get out without a paracord that it's not really worth investing time in a raid to get anything up there like a paracord. Just for this instance, I've taken some SJ6 stims just to be able to run a little bit more for you guys, but normally that's not something I bring on these runs. You do want to check this tower here because you have some weapon crates here that can have some items in there, and then on top here you have a proper weapon crate and you have an SVD spawn right to the wall here. That can be an SVD with the 20 rounder or a 10 rounder with 7N1 ammo in it as well, which is a huge find if you do find it. So definitely make sure to check up there. It is a risky spot to go up to, but it's basically up to you guys to decide if you find that worth it. In here you have a couple of spawns like bolts or whatever on these shelves, and then you have a toolbox in here. On these shelves you can find some drinks and whatever. Nothing too special. I never really check it actively. Same with these shelves. And then in here you have this key, which is the RB MP22. I told you guys before that I wouldn't necessarily bring this at the start, but that's just because it's very expensive. But as you can see in here, you have pretty good spawns and another AKS. What I would normally do is I drop this, unload the AK I already have, grab that mag, drop this one, and grab the new AK. And that way I have two AKs right now, or at least one AK with two mags. As you can see, car battery, tank battery, sorry, spawn in here. Loads of attachments spawn on the side here. It's just a very good room to have the key to. In here you have a couple of weapon crates. You have some more attachments that spawn up here. As you can see, some mags. The mags come with ammo, which is always a good thing. In here you can jump through, but you have to crouch as soon as you jump in order to get through. That's a little bit of a trick. This key is the RBMP13. It's this one, RBMP13. You can get in here, and there's a spawn on here for intelligence, and the rest of it's not really that important. You have a little bit of a cabinet there, but nothing too special. Now off to the next area right here. Straight in front of us here, we will come across a weapons crate and a toolbox. Toolbox is there, weapons crate here. And then this key is the RBST. Is this one, RBST. In here you have loads of chances for a weapon. Weapons crate there. There can be weapon spawns on the table here. In this box you can find some stuff. In this box I've never seen stuff. In this one you do find a couple of pretty good things. Look at that. 95 mag for an AK. Which you would normally pick up, honestly. Fuse you can barter. Like what I would do here is basically just drop the two of these. Grab that. See how much ammo is in here. It's almost full. Unload that. Put it on there. And now, as you can see, this entire thing is almost full with BT ammo. And I would just grab an extra mag back and rock this weapon. 2 grenade boxes. There is another weapon crate down here. And then there's another weapon crate on the truck here. Ammo spawns on all these tables as well. PRS and BS. I would definitely take the BS rounds. But I think that's quite logical if you ask me. I will skip some of these buildings if I don't normally look through them myself. There's 2 jackets here though. Down here you have an extract you can get out here. If you crouch behind this without a backpack on, you will extract. That building is a spawn for Kluha, which I never go there. I never go there. We're going to go to the next building I normally search, which is, I searched this building too. We can take a look. We'll go through here first. So down here, you find loads of very expensive items on these radio transmitters or whatever in this little area here. You want to just walk past these with your cursor. As you can see, graphics card right there. All these tables, all these areas, MCB, they all have an opportunity to spawn pretty expensive items. This is actually the first time that I see a graphics card down here, but it's definitely worth taking a look here. Then you would normally continue through the building to the other side of the building right here, which is more of these spawns. Just walk past like this. Circuit board. On here, invisible items can spawn. Same with on the floor here. You really want to just wiggle around a little bit to see if there's something on there. You can find loot at the back of this room too. And then there's one side room here. And that's basically it for this building. There is an upstairs area, but I never really go there. There's a couple of weapons crates here, if I'm not mistaken. A toolbox. I am mistaken. See? I don't know everything either. And then we'll go to that building, then that one, and then up the hill. And then we're going to take a look at the... first this building, by the way, and then we're going to take a look at the underground as well, as you can see. Come on, get through. As you can see, this is a very big, big guide. In here, you can find some Salewa kits. Same on this. This building is basically your med building. All these rooms, excuse me, you kind of want to check on the tables because it can hold meds. Same within the duffel bag. I don't know if there's any meds in here right now, but normally you find medical items in these duffel bags. There's a weapon crate here. There's another one right down this side, and also some spawns on the table. So you might want to take a look at that. If we go upstairs, there's one of the best rooms in Reserve right here. This key is the RBSMP. This one, RBSMP. And in here you have a spawn on here for a LEDX. And as you can see, it can also be other very expensive items. On these racks, you find loads and loads of meds. CMS, very high chance, Propital, morphine, whatever. All these rooms you can search for meds. And then there's another key here, which is the RBKSM. That's this one, RBKSM. And there's a duffel bag in here with some medical items. Some more meds spawn in this, on the chairs, whatever, and in this little thing, and in front of here on the floor. If we go up to the roof, we have a couple of more weapon crates. So we have one weapon crate right here. We have some attachments on here. We have some more attachments on the side table. And there can be some attachments on these crates. But as you can see, loads of sights are just found right there. Some ammo normally spawns here. And then weapon crate. You want to run up here and then crouch through. You have to wiggle a little bit sometimes to get through, but that's all I look for in this building. Now I understand I'm going quite quickly, but normally I do like to go through the map a little bit more quickly than normal. In here, I will show you because it might be important to you. You have a couple of jackets which are good for keys, and on here you can find loads of food, items and whatever. He normally holds food as well. Same with the rack here, the shelves, as you can see, a couple more food items, and back here you have a good chance of food items on these tables too. So if you're ever hungry in Reserve, the cafeteria here is where you want to go. I will start on the third floor here with explaining what we can find here. There's normally attachments on this and in this crate. You can open this crate. And this is where the big bucks are made. So we're going to start on the other side of the hallway, actually. So first room, you want to take a look here on the shelves, and here you can find some MGTs, MCBs, military cables, signal transmitters. Same on these rails, these racks, shelves, whatever. Next room here, you can find Tetris or a graphics card or whatever on this spot where the wires are now. Here you can find good items and where the motor is, and here on this table. And then the last room upstairs here. This is a loot spawn. This is a loot spawn. This is a loot spawn. And then on this chair, down here in front of the toolkit and behind the toolkit. So take a look at that. Jump down here. This is the most... This is probably the most contested area on reserve right now. This room right here. On all these... on this table, on these shelves, you can find Tetris, you can find graphics cards here, you can find very many technical items. It doesn't seem like we are very lucky right now. And then in these boxes here, you can find quite a bit of ammunition for your weapons, which isn't too bad. This key is the RBKSM, but since you can jump from the window down there, I don't normally think it's worth it to buy this key, but if you have money to spare, it is the RBAM. RBAM. Then downstairs, you have the RBAK. We do have this key. Excuse me, I said it wrong. So the RBAM key is downstairs here, and the RBAK is the one upstairs. This is one of the best rooms as well. On here you will find military cables, fire steel, same here on these shelves. You have 3 toolkits, you have weapon attachments right here, a weapons crate and a jacket. And then that's basically all you want to look for in this building, except for if you are really struggling with meds. You have med spawns on these here, some drink spawns and a weapon box. And as you can see in this entire building, you can just find attachment out of your ass on every single table. So that is something you might want to take a look at. There's stuff like a jacket here and a grenade box. Duffel bags everywhere. But we're not going to take a look at all of that. If you're still struggling to find a weapon, you have a weapons crate there. And you have a another weapons crate on the 3rd floor, I think, on the left-hand side here. Yep, another weapons crate. So this is why I go in naked, because it's so bloody easy to find a regular AK with BP or BT ammo in it. And it just makes the game feel like a little bit of a... What would you call it? Battle Royale, I guess. So here, the bottom floor, I never really search anything. I go up to the 1st floor. You unlock this, which is the RBORB3. Which is this one. Another AK spawn, loads of attachments, loads of AKs right there on the table. And ammo. You can find so much BT ammo on this map, it's not even funny. Then on the 3rd floor, you have another opportunity to find an AK in one of these racks. But this spawn chance is much lower because it's always open. Same here with some ammo. So from the 3rd floor here, I like to just go down on the other side of the wall. And I always have to check a little bit here. But there is a big weapons crate here. That's on the 2nd floor. These buildings look so much alike that sometimes I get a little bit... or what do you call it? Distracted. You have a med kit here on the bottom floor, and then if you go 1 floor down, you have the marked room, the 2nd marked room, which is the RBBK marked room. That's this one. As you can see, an HK, some more stuff. I found literally 2 dog tag cases here, a couple of key tools, whatever, so it's a really good one. This key is the RBTB. This one, RBTB. Which you always want to pick up because there can be a fully kitted AK right here on the rack. Loads of attachments, more AK spawns right here. And yeah, if you're looking for a gun on this map, this is definitely a key you want to check out. It always starts raining when I do these guys. I don't know why that is, but luckily most of this video is going to be inside anyway. So down here I never really check anything. I want to come up on the 1st floor. You're looking at the RBORB2 key. RBORB2. AK spawns here. weapon crate, more attachments, another weapon crate, whatever. Loads of spawns for weapons. And on the 3rd floor you have the ORB 1, so the ORB 1, which is this one. And you have more chances of a weapon spawn in all these racks. Loads of more ammo, attachments. This weapon crate doesn't open, unfortunately. And then on the roof of this building, you have a couple more attachments, 3 jackets over there. And then here you have more attachments and ammo on this thing. And then more scopes normally here. You normally find scopes here. As you can see, there's even one now. And definitely worth checking out. More attachments and ammo here, normally duffel bag. And then there's another weapon crate right there. And we want to go up on the hill for now. Just to take a look at what you can actually get if you have a spawn right there on the dome. Which I think there's 2 spawns right there on the dome. So there's a genuine chance that that is where you are going to spawn sometimes. And there's actually a key we use there as well. There's a couple of new keys in the dome itself. I haven't checked out very much yet. It's not something I use in this loot run, and so I'm not going to show that to you guys right now. This little room here, you don't need any keys. Here's a weapon crate. You have a safe here. You have a weapon locker right here. And that's basically it for this side. And then here you have the RBKPRL key, which opens this area with there's 2 safes. So you have the weapon box, the safe, another safe, a weapon crate, and another weapon, whatever. You can find Mosins in here, and I normally think it's actually quite worth it to have this key. In here you can find dollars, so it might be worth it for you guys to check that out. In the dome you can find some more whatever, like attachments and stuff like that, but I normally don't really take much of a look at that. And now we are going to go into the underground, because this is most of the stuff that I wanted to show you guys in the above ground area. As you can see, this is a little bit of a longer guide. So we are going to go down into the depths through this little area right here. Want to hit left, and this is basically where the magic happens. This is the best area of the underground. Keep in mind, you can find raiders right here, right in this area. This is a technical box. As you can see, technical, and then you have a medical here, I think. I think this one is the medical. Yep, medical supply crate, and this one is the rations weapon crate, by the way. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Sorry if it's dark, I'll try to get a gamma filter for you guys on here. There's a weapon box there. There's loads of spawns. You want to check these tables for stuff like intel. If you shoot that window and you come through here, this is where you turn on the power. So let's do that real quick. We get some lighting in here. You can find military cables and everything, and the same stuff as you can find on all these radio transmitters right here. Another weapon crate, by the way, right there in the corner. Again, the raiders can also be in the bathroom here, so you want to watch out for that. There's another room here with loads of intel spawns on the tables. Another weapon crate behind there. Definitely check that out. And other than that, there's not much I check here in the underground. Maybe that's a mistake, but I feel like you don't want to go this way, because on this side there's just water on the floor that makes you really slow. And everyone can hear it, so you can't really sneak. And this is the area that everyone is really going for. So, another toolkit. I'm not showing you all the toolkits and duffel bags, because I think it's secondary to the actual run you want to do. You just want to know the biggest places, and then you guys can see for yourself if you find something else. You want to go down here if you want to get out of the raid. So, that little switch we just hit that turned on the lights, it also activates a extraction point right under the dome, or at least close to under the dome. You want to check to the right here. You can find water filters on the floor here, and as you can see, fuel, motors, whatever. It's not a bad thing to take a look at. If you come through here, the extraction is here to the left. In front here is straight beyond the dome. Under the dome, excuse me. You have another weapon crate here. You can find the same military tech spawns on these, so check them out. Up here, I normally take a look. Same goes for this side. Just take a look. Then you have one toolbox there, another toolbox right there, another one here, and then in here you have more cabinets, and you have 2 cabinets and a safe. So definitely worth checking out. And now this is where you actually get out of the raid. I normally recommend really checking this because this is a spot people like to camp. Just go down here. Now if you want to be really cheeky, if you... I don't know if they patched this, but if you prone here and you crawl all the way this way... I didn't do it correctly. I'll be able to show you anyway. You go on here, you prone, you crawl forward. You can loot this duffel bag, which is a little bit of a sneaky bit of loot. I don't think many people know about this one. So, if you want to loot an extra duffel bag, be my guest. In here, you want to check the ground on both sides because it can hold military tech. Down here, you can find intel on the floor, I'm pretty sure. Duffel bag, 2 more jackets, and military cable spawns on the floor here as well. And you want to check the sofa too. And the actual extract is right through here. So you want to hit this button. It's going to be really, really loud. And that is exactly what takes you out of the raid. Now, I do realize that I didn't show every single loot spawn in the actual map. And I'm very, 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 very aware that I did it very quickly. And maybe some of you guys will have to watch this guide twice, but that's why it's recorded. You can go back through it. If you don't know the map, I think this is a good way of starting to understand which keys are important for the map and which ones aren't. If I missed something, I will make sure to put something up in the screen for you guys, but I think it's a pretty complete guide so far. We didn't really cover the extracts because I feel like this is the only extract I really use nowadays. The other ones are just a little bit too risky and they're not worth it in my opinion. You do want to watch out for people sitting up here waiting for you, but it really isn't that bad. Like, they can't see you if they crouch up here. You can see their legs. If they're standing here, just throw a grenade, you know. You want to be on the lookout for people standing here. This is the worst spot they stand in. They stand like this, and they just wait for you, and then boom, get shot in the face with a hunter or something. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you do enjoy the content, please do subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. It really helps with the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Eddie out.